Welcome back. We've considered Psalm 23 and Psalm 63 over the past 14 encouragements. In those, we saw how David's relationship with Yahweh had an effect in his view of life and confidence. Because Yahweh was his shepherd, he didn't need to fear any evil. Because of the chesed of Yahweh, he would praise God and bless God. Yet there are times when anxiety, concern, and even fear begin to creep in all around us. Even the most stalwart of believers struggle at times. In Psalm 64, we read David's cry to Yahweh for his intervention. And then, toward the end of that psalm, David's confidence in Yahweh's intervention. Psalm 64. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O God, in my meditation. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the rebellion of the workers of iniquity, who sharpen their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the blameless. Suddenly they shoot at him and do not fear. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They talk of laying snares secretly. They say, who will see them? They devise iniquities. We have perfected a shrewd scheme. Both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. So he will make them stumble over their own tongue. All who see them shall flee away. All men shall fear and shall declare the work of God, for they shall wisely consider his doing. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh, and trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. Note what David asks first for in his prayer of protection. He asks that Yahweh will protect him from fear. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Again, the greatest enemy is fear itself. David was more concerned about fearing the enemy than the enemy himself. And so his first request to Yahweh is to protect him from fear itself. Secondly, then, he asks for protection from the secret plots of the wicked. Secret plots are just that. They're secrets. And he says, hide me from the secret plots of those wicked. There is, in a sense, there where David is basically asking that God would protect him from his mind spinning on these things, that he would be just hidden from them. They were secret plots. He didn't know what they were, but so many times our minds spin then on things when we get wind of something, or someone gives us a little bit of a word on something, and then all of a sudden our brains spin on them. David didn't want to spin on them. He didn't even want to think about them, because he knew that his God had it handled. And so merely he asked God to hide me from the secret plots of the wicked. And then finally, he asked Yahweh to protect him from the arrows of their bitter words. He says, they bend their bows and shoot their arrows, bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the blameless. He asks Yahweh to protect them from those things as well. We spend a lot of time worrying about what men think and say about us, rather than being concerned about what God thinks about us. In Paul's letter to the Galatians, in the first chapter, verse 10, he states, "For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I still pleased men, I would not be a bondservant of Christ. Do you struggle with worrying about what people are thinking about you? Go to Yahweh in prayer. Are there individuals who are plotting against you? I mean, for real. Again, take it to Yahweh in prayer. The shepherd of your soul knows how to handle it. Remember his rod and his staff. They comfort me. They comfort you. Go to your shepherd. Pray and have a blessed day.